I'm done, Your Majesties. This girl, she is 1 month pregnant.
Are you certain?
I am certain. There is no doubt.
This is really wonderful.
But so what? The rules say that officials can go outside. Maybe the father of this child is another man.
Prince Chengguang! Prince Chengguang! I gave you my virginity that day, Prince Chengguang! Highness! Please, Highness, you must judge for me!
Please explain. What is happening here, Zhen? I'm becoming confused.
Mother, it's a long story and quite hard to explain. Don't worry.
How can it be so hard? You have no children, and Zhen is the crown prince. If she is right, and she has a boy, that boy will be my grandson. I didn't think that I'd ever have a grandson. Zhen, the baby in Shanbi, is it your child or isn't it?
You've kept this quiet. Zhen, when do you plan to marry this girl?
Sister, it is too early to be talking about that. We must check with the opinions of a few more doctors.
Info, get the other 2 doctors.
Yes, sir.
Looks like someone's feeling guilty.
Come now. You're no mother. You know this girl is pregnant? She can't kneel. Help her up now.
I'm Chu Huizhe from Medical. Greetings, Highness.
Diagnose her here. We need to know whether this girl is pregnant or not. Her Majesty needs to know.
Yes.
Look, why is she behaving like this? She is one of Empress Lo's people.
Your Majesty, I'm finished. I've checked her pulse, and it's erratic. In my opinion, she is definitely pregnant.
Doctors, you may leave.
Yes.
Highness, do you believe me now?
Do not cry. Pull yourself together. Relax. It's an imperial descendant. It's good that more doctors came to check, and your baby will be imperial. That's good.
We can't keep it.
Zhen!
There are no outsiders. Let me be frank. You promised Lu Zhen to me already, right? I have sworn to marry only her. That's it. Huan Yin, the harem's yours. Please take care of everything.
Madness! It's your first child.
Yes, Zhen. Please reconsider. After all,
There's no time. My mind's set. Do not try to talk me out of this.
I won't approve it. Highness, who would hurt their own children? You are being thoughtless. I know you love Lu Zhen deeply, but this child is the only imperial heir. How can you forsake him?
True. My child is the sole imperial heir. But he's my child. And I believe that gives me more say in this than anyone else. Majesty, stop playing tricks. I believe you and Lo Qingqiang know well why I'd sleep with Bi that night. Yes, there's no heir now, but His Majesty is still very young. It's a mistake. This baby was a mistake. Now I will do what's right and kill him. There it is. I'm decided. Madam Xiao, please handle this.
You're leaving?
Qingjing Hall.
Don't kill him! Don't take my baby! Don't take my baby, please! Oh, please let me keep my baby, Prince Changguang!
B? I'm sorry. I will make it up to you.
No! Let me keep him! Hey, don't go. She's upset. Highness, you're here!
Zhen! Zhen, listen. I have fixed it. From now on, nothing will upset you.
An abortion?
Yes, it must be done.
But it's your baby.
Zhen, we'll have many children of our own.
Zhen, you're being so cold. You're talking about a life.
I was soft before. Xiao Huanyuan's right. Empress Lo is using B's child against me. If I keep the baby, there will be problems, including more trouble for us. Zhen, I'm not being cruel. I'd rather this than let you down.
Monster! You're like an animal.
Please don't say that. That's my child. I'm saddest of all. I made the choice. At this point, I'm doing what needs to be done.
But no! You could live with one arm. It's a child. It's irreversible. Zhen, you can't do it. Just think. The child is innocent.
But I'm doing this for you. If I keep it, I have to marry B. Is that what you want?
I know. I know it. Even so, I cannot do it. I'm not going to stand by and watch you kill your child. Dad, did you know? My mom married my stepdad while she was pregnant. She could have just had an abortion. She'd have been a wife with her freedom and looks. But she kept her baby. It'll hurt if you marry B. After all, I thought that was finished. I did not expect this. I'm not blaming you. I only mean... Dad! You don't have to do this. I know that it isn't your fault. I wasn't expecting any of this to happen to us. Promise me, you'll keep the baby. Promise me that. Let the baby live, huh?
Zhen, I can promise, but Empress Lo won't let up.
What can she do? Anyway, B is in your household. Just hurry up and accept her. Please stop forcing me to come up with all of your ideas. Think about it. B's father is a 4th rank. And he's a duke. The court and the people, they all know. They all know.
marry her. You have to marry her!
You have to marry her. You have to marry her.
It's my fault. I've let you down. I will do it. I'll do it.
Marry her. You must marry her.
I'll do it.
You have to marry her.
This was your plan. Why hide it from me? If I hadn't smelled something and covered for you, I don't know, you'd probably be in the underworld.
They know you sent the doctors. Don't blame me. This wretch even fooled me. I thought it was real. Majesty!
So what was your plan? Now speak up.
I just can't forget the prince. I am better than Lu Zhen, so how could the prince cast me aside after sleeping with me? I was sad. So I bribed a doctor.
So you lied? Bribed a doctor? In 9 months. What happens then? What will you do when there's no child?
I thought that I'd be fine if I married into his house. At worst, I'd find faults with Lu Zhen soon enough. Then I'd fake a miscarriage. Perhaps. Then he would pity me. Perhaps I'd really get pregnant.
You thought up a good plan. But you never expected Gao Zhan to kill his own child to please Lu Zhen. Don't cry. Lying to the state. How dare you? You want to live? Remember this then. It is true. You are with child.
But what do you mean by that?
Well, after the doctors examined her, it's an undeniable fact that this young woman is surely pregnant. Don't worry. With my guidance, you'll marry into his house. You know, you're not a palace maid. You're a female official. And now you're pregnant. Even if the prince wants to deny it, the censors won't agree to it. Or else, once he's acted like this, he'll lose his position as the crown prince.
But how will that help? I still won't have a child.
I will make sure you do have one. Xinjiang,
Yes.
send B to Her Highness's residence.
Yes.
Madam, I don't get it. Why'd Bee go to Her Highness's residence? It's safer to keep her here.
You think so? You think Xiao Huanyun's stupid? She'll make Bee have an abortion. She'll give her title of Baolin to sweep this all under the rug. And then, after time, she'll murder Bee. A sudden illness. By then, she'll leave no traces. Xiao has the Phoenix seal. Her Majesty does not. She couldn't keep Bee. She can't. If Bee goes to Her Highness's residence, Miss Xiao wouldn't dare to question that. They act like friends now. Women around the prince have been killed by her before. Because of this, they have not spoken for years. Do you get it?
Sister.
Simmer down. Her Majesty might be up to something. But I can't watch you acting so muddled. You love Lu Zhen? Enough to kill your own child?
Imperial sister, I didn't come here to fight with you. I want you to take care of B.
Huh?
I wanted to abort it, so Empress Lo couldn't use B against me, because she and I've always been at odds.
But how come? The Emperor said that she had repented.
It's not that simple. His Majesty's blinded by affection for her. He cannot see the conspiracy. Sister, please think about this. Her Majesty has already tried many times to remove me, and now she'll do anything to keep my child. There is a conspiracy. If B stayed there, Her Majesty would strike. So please do help me look after B, so she can have the child safely. Empress Lo must not take the child.
Okay then. I've no say at court. But this is your child. As the auntie, I'll protect him with my life.
Thanks, sister.
John. Done?
It is done. While B is pregnant, she'll stay at sister's.
What about Zhen? If you keep this baby, then you will have to marry B.
She persuaded me to keep the baby. She told me that I should accept B into my household.
Zhen is just foolish. We can't even stop her madness. So what if she marries into the house? She thinks the child will give her status.
I just don't know how to tell Zhen about the arrangements. Though it's her idea, I can tell it's too much for her.
I'll talk to her. It's better for these things to come from another woman. In any case, we're sisters-in-law. So now we're trying to make her a Baolin, so that she's safe until the birth. Lu Zhen, this is the best solution now.
Sure.
If I couldn't see your face, I just heard you, maybe then I'd believe you.
Consort Xiao, you taught me that to be crown princess, I must learn to face many things. I guess I'm slowly learning that.
I think you've changed a lot.
I had to change. Life changes us. My teacher said, one's speech must suit their position. I understand now. I'm starting to learn that lesson. And you were happy when you came to Northern Qi. You were a carefree girl back then. I wish I could go back when life was good. I'd listen to music and sew. I'm so busy after New Year's. I don't have time to mope around. Help me tell Zhen. I support his decision. If she's his concubine, or they marry at once, I accept it.
And now you're talking like a crown princess. Zhen, please come in here.
Zhen.
No, don't. Don't say it. I understand.
You are wasting time being affectionate. How do we deal with Empress Lo? In 9 months, there will be a child.
I can't wait that long. I'm going to retaliate. Too much has happened in a short time. I was muddled. Since I returned from Her Highness, my thinking is clear. She's back in Renshaw Hall, by His Majesty's sympathy, now using B's child to put me on the spot. Whether I want the child or not, it puts me in an awkward position, I guess. She's been resting. Now she's found her time to strike. I told my brother that if she went for me again, I would not show mercy. We will not wait. I say we attack her first. Since she has dealt a blow to me, I intend to pay her back in her own coin.
What do we do?
Huanyan, Zhen, I need you both to put on an act.
Consort Xiao, please don't be mad.
Shut up! Lu Zhen, don't be unappreciative. I am respecting you by telling you she will become Baolin. Do you really think you're crown princess?
No, I know my place. Consort Xiao, show yourself out.
Come! Zhen, they know you want to give B the title of Baolin. So, I let them see me mocking Lu Zhen for it. Lu Zhen argued back, humiliating herself. It went well. Next, she'll want an explanation. Then, she'll pick a fight.
Huanyan, you have done lots for me. Thank you.
Sure. I was foolish in the past. I know it. And I never apologized to you. Is it too late to say so?
Huanyan, don't tell my brother about Empress Lo, please.
Certainly. He has a soft heart.
Lu Zhen,
I said I didn't want to be bothered.
it is I.
Your Majesty. Majesty. I deserve to die.
We're all friends. Don't be like this. Get up. I know what happened at Internal Affairs. And I heard you had a row with Prince Changguang in Xuan Hall. You must feel awful. So I came to check.
Highness, Prince Changguang promised me he would not let me have that child. But then he changed his mind. After what happened, he's making her Baolin.
6th rank title. But she's just a concubine. Just forget it. I told you to get along, as well as you can, with B.
But how could he lie to me? Marrying B into his house before me?
He is a man, putting his child before his woman.
I hate him. I hate him! Now everyone thinks I'm asking for the moon. They said B's status is higher than mine.
It's true. If she has a baby boy, her status will climb, and she'll become princess. As for you, if this does happen, will you still be with the prince? You must think. Can you kneel down to her every day, like a servant. You're willing?
I'm not willing!
I do have a way to win the prince's heart and rescue him from B's spell. You just have to put a love pearl into his fragrance sachet. He'll love you deeply then. Even more than Huan Yun.
A love pearl?
The Lo family's heirloom. If not for this gem, how could I have become Empress right after Empress Yu died?
But how come you're helping me then?
I'm helping out of pity. And I hate that Xiao Huanyun's so arrogant. Also, you must promise when you become princess, that child shall be left in my care. When you're ready to take the pearl, come find me.
She can't wait to kill me. Zhen didn't even have to persuade her. She really hates me. She will take any chance.
Highness, I've checked. The pearl in itself is harmless, but it's been soaking in strychnine. Any person who wears it would slowly be poisoned by it. Maybe you would hallucinate, or you could go crazy.
Go crazy? So that is her plan. They are interconnected, so vicious. She won't dare to attack directly. She tried to use this to make me go insane. And once I go insane again, then I can't be prince. And then, even if there's no heir, the child that she's raised will be her puppet.
Huh? So then, she wants to be regent?
A young emperor is the easiest to control. She thinks that even my brother is just a puppet.
Oh, we'll tighten up security. We'll ensure Her Majesty won't be able to attack B.
You'll have the title Baolin. Find a way to persuade Her Highness to go even higher.
Just as we suspected.
B.
Father! Wonderful, you've arrived.
What is it?
I've been out of the palace 3 days. You must get a message inside. They keep getting outside doctors to check me. I can't take much more.
What is this? Everyone knows the Prince and Her Majesty are fighting. You're the Prince's woman, so what is she doing?
Well, Father, I've kept something from you. I'm not pregnant at all.
Miscarriage?
I was never pregnant.
What? What did Prince Changguang do?
Well, nothing happened between us. I was too scared. When he realized that, he didn't continue. After I tried to seduce him, but the incense was soothing him. In the end, he went to sleep.
But you were bleeding.
I just cut my own arm.
How could a girl have done something like that?
I did it without thinking. I knew the prince was a good man. If I could join his house in time, I knew he'd start to care for me.
Does Her Majesty know?
She promised to keep it a secret. And she plans to find a child to pass off. So I can't let other doctors check me. I can't, or I will be doomed.
Wait. Something is wrong here. If Her Majesty did arrange this, in 3 days, you would have spoken. Now someone doesn't want you talking, and that will be Prince Changguang.
Please help.
B, you're in big trouble, and the only way out is through Her Majesty. Once you're exposed, you're doomed. But so is our entire family. I'll handle the doctors. Let's tell Her Majesty. She must know about this.
No wonder there's no news. Seems Gao Zhan's determined to keep us away from B.
What should we do? I found the woman as you wanted. But we must bring B back to the palace. She must have her child here.
She's easier to lose than to bring back. I didn't expect Gao Zhan's mind to change about this child. Tell His Majesty that I am worried. They are short-staffed over there. I just want to help. So he must send doctors to check B's pulse every day. You understand?
I do. His Majesty's intelligent. He will choose one of the 3 doctors who examined B. That's a good plan. And if the doctor was ordered by His Majesty, Prince Changguang won't be able to object.
When the child's 5 months, it's the dragon boats. That day, all ladies will enter the palace. I'll get B to stay here in Renshaw Hall.
Good idea. We can say she's ill, that she will miscarry if she moves about.
And if that doesn't work, we can send her back home. Anyway, this is an old North Qi custom. Shen Wuju will know what to do. Go. Tell the doctor. B must rest in Her Highness's residence. If there's any news, I'll let the doctor tell her all about it.
Yes.
Wow! Madam He, you're here.
Hi, Madam Jiang. Her Excellency hasn't been hungry lately, so I came to talk to you. I thought you could make some nice dishes for her.
Of course. I'll have some nice dishes prepared this evening. I will send some each day, a different one each time.
Thank you very much. What's this?
Hey, don't. Prince Changguang is sending this to Her Highness. If you want to see, I'll show you.
You think I'd tamper with it? I have things to do. Wow! Japanese eel! So expensive!
Shh. It isn't eel. It's snake.
Snake?
Madam He, I know you're clever. Please don't tell anybody. She said she loves snake. And we have to make it for her so often. But now that it's winter, all of the snakes are asleep. Where are we supposed to find snake? So I swapped it for Japanese eel. And she can't even tell. She wants it most days, and she enjoys it. But it's hard on us. We go there 3 times a day. It's so tiring.
It's fine. I will say nothing. But I think you quite enjoy buttering her up.
That's not true. The steward over there at her residence is a real bootlicker. Miss Shen feels ill, and she loves hawthorn berries. He goes everywhere to find them, even in the winter.
Hawthorn? That's so odd. The more I think about it, the more I think something's up.
So she's eating hawthorn berries. What's up with that? Pregnant girls love sour food.
Yes, but she's eating them with eel. Madam, you know why I love food? Because my parents were chefs in Prince Gong's house. Eaten together, they will cause a miscarriage. That's why my mother never used to serve them.
You think that bee might be?
I've asked secretly. Bee is quite healthy and resting comfortably. She has no pain, despite all the berries and eel. That's so strange.
There are trained wet nurses in the residence. If you're sure about these berries, then why haven't they brought it up?
But they don't know it's Japanese eel. They think that it is snake. I mean, those two ingredients are alike.
Keep it to yourself. I will ask the doctor, then we talk. It seems you're right. I checked Bee's chart, and she is fine. There's no problem.
Like I told you.
Who thought your contribution would be more than eating?
I did. I promised Sister I'd be kitchen official.
Don't get cocky. Let's think how we can verify this first.
We tell Sister.
No, this is too important. We have suspicions, but they can't expose Bee. Your sister is extremely bothered about all this, smiling outwardly, but I'm sure she feels awful. When we find evidence, we tell her. There's no point in telling her now.
Got it! Okay, you just leave this to me. I know how to bring out her true colors. This is for the spring. As you aren't in the palace, Her Excellency instructed me to bring it here.
Silk satin? Did Prince Changguang send this?
Yes. You're so clever. You could see it at once. This satin is exclusively for concubines.
Get her tea. I'll try it.
Let me straighten it for you.
It's not bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a problem with the collar. Oh, I've got tea on my hand. Hold still.
Oh, that's enough. Just get away.
I'm sorry.
Here, take it.
It's all true. I saw it. With my own eyes. It was... I knew something was amiss. Gecko Cinnabar was on the call of the robe. I put it there myself. We got results straight away. Sister, Prince Changguang is innocent. He and Bee didn't... I mean, nothing happened.
That means you have my chastity. It belongs to you.
Who knows? If you had other...
Eh? If you haven't, I haven't. I've never been this happy.
So, what should we do then?
We must plan carefully. There's no heir now. I'm sure Empress Lo wants a prince she can manipulate. So, though she knows about Bee, she's still blown it up. Empress Lo will gather some pregnant women. She'll pretend that it's Bee's child.
How could she? That would be a serious crime.
She's used to bloody hands. She just doesn't care about it. She thinks she's smart, but she didn't count on Danyang finding out. Zhen, we'll make use of this chance to get even.
You want to make Bee talk? Her Majesty will deny it. She handed me the love pearl when we were alone. No one saw.
We'll make good use of it. We can weaken her, lessening her power. Zhen, don't worry, I'm here. And now I'll help you get revenge. Bee, how are you?
I'm unhappy. I receive your gifts, but it's really you that I'm missing. So, I'm down. I haven't been eating very much. But I didn't expect you'd come and visit. I'm so happy. Beyond delight.
You're not eating? In other words, the doctor is failing.
It's not a big deal.
Don't say that. Her Majesty said your unborn child might be her grandson one day. You must be careful. I hired this doctor. She is a midwife. She will get you eating again.